The players are making their entrance. This will be a fun game to watch. This is Kendrick Perkins, and I will be the commentator for today's game. Tip-off is next. Gains the first possession. He's so crafty with the ball. Pulls up from mid-range, hits it. With a hard strip, fakes the shot with the great anticipation. Open look. I can't believe that shot didn't go in. A wide open three, drains the three-pointer. That player gives them the lead. Rodman setting a pick, wide open for a three. That's just way too easy. And they take the lead. The shot blocks the shot. A good look for three. No good from the three-point line. Gasol just casually drops it in. Rodman setting a screen. The defender is dropped. That's a slick move. A wide open shot. Shot is good. Gets a good look. Murray. Shot is good. It's a brand new ball game from now. Pulls up from mid-range, hits it. Gasol with a well-timed pick. Butler gets the steal, fires away. Not feeling it from beyond the arc. Rodman scores with a dunk. Oh my goodness, what a move. A fadeaway jumper. Whoa, great D. A wide open three. Knocks down the three. Gasol running the pick and roll. An open three on the way. Leonard knocks down the three. Open mid-range. Missed it. Blue arrow out. That's a deep three. It's too hard to make a shot from that distance. Gasol setting a pick. Not much time left now. Uncontested three-pointer. Leonard. That's just way too easy. With a big-time block. Wide open for a three. Defenders are going to have a hard time now. Create space with the crossover. Some tight defense here. Pump fakes. The defender sends it away. With the steal. Cut down. 4. Leonard sets a solid screen. 1. Nice D on that play. Gasol throws the hammer down. And that concludes our game. And there it is, a big win for them. Both teams are ready to go. This will be a fun game to watch. I'm Perkins, and the game is brought to you by Meebo TV. Time for the tip-off. Wins the opening tip. A wide open shot. Knocks it down. What an incredible assist. Elevates. Davis. Pure dominance on display right there. Create space with the crossover. Fires one off. The shot bounces off the rim. Rodman with the heavy slam. Tatum setting the pick. Great defense. A clever fake. Davis running the pick and roll. Wade just takes the ball away. A tough three-pointer. Nowinski hits it over defense. That's tough. Goes straight for a three-pointer. Defense was all over. Open look. Wade secures the two-pointer. The defender cannot keep up. Attacking the basket. Makes an easy basket. That shot was contested. The defense was all over that shot. Rodman throws the hammer down. Blows by the D. That's a nice dish. With the rack attack. Fires away. Some tough luck there on the three. Rodman nails the two-pointer. Gets a good look. Davis sinks the basket. Nowinski sets a solid screen, pulls up from mid-range. Wade secures the two-pointer. Tight defense right there. A successful contest by the defender. Whoa, great D. The shot is contested. The D was too tight on that shot. Whoa, bit of bad luck on that. Davis with the big rejection. An open three on the way. Shot clock about to expire. Nowinski, what a beautiful three. Shoots with conviction. An off-balance shot, no good. Davis just casually drops it in. Oh my goodness, what a move. A wide open shot. Shot is good. Going for the dunk. Davis throws down a ferocious slam. Open look. Nowinski hits it. Launches on top of defense. A missed attempt from three. No. A good look for three. Drains the three-pointer. Blows by the D in open mid-range. Sinks the basket. cut down. Oh my goodness, what a move. 4, 2, 3 points off the board. Two, 1. And that's the final buzzer. Congratulations. That was an exciting game from the start to finish. The players are warming up. I'm sure we're in for a great game. This is Kendrick Perkins, and you're playing Dunk City Dynasty. We'll start with a jump ball. The shot is contested, and B with a textbook pick. Defense was all over. Uncontested three-pointer. The touch isn't quite there today. Launches a quick shot. The shot bounces off the rim. A wide open three. Nowinski hits it. Defense needs to be better now. Wide open for a three. Doncic drains the three-pointer. The game is tied. The defender cannot keep up. Rises up. Embiid, an explosive finish at the rim. Rodman setting a screen. A good look for three. Defenders are going to have a hard time now. Another lead change in this heated game. Quick Rodman, that's a clean block. Shoots from way downtown. You won't be making that shot every day. Shoots with conviction. Better slow it down now. Fakes it, didn't shoot. Creates space with the crossover. Lays it up and in. A big basket. They got the lead. Open look. Doncic knocks it down. That player gives them the lead. The defender is shaking off on that one. Some tight defense here. Excellent pass. Time is running out. Embiid buries it down low. No one was protecting the rim. With a well-timed pick. So Luka Magic on display right there. And they take the lead. Goes up for the layup. Embiid lays it in. Now that's too easy. And we're all tied up. cannot shake off the defender. Fakes the shot. Blows by the D. Uncontested three-pointer. Lewinsky. 3 points off the board. He's so crafty with the ball. Launches on top of defense. The D was too tight on that shot. Sensational move from Luka. Missed an opportunity there. Rodman with an effortless dunk. Oh my goodness, what a move. Embiid setting a screen. An open three on the way. Not feeling it from beyond the arc. Goes straight for a three-pointer. Embiid's wall out there with that screen. Doncic hesitates, turns, and fades. Not a smart play. Now that's what we call a brilliant pass. Lewinsky, spectacular shooting performance. Pump fakes. They're leading by a large margin. The defender cannot keep up. Lays it up. And then Embiid with the layup. Wide open for a three. No good from the three-point line. Embiid ready to protect the paint. A tough three-pointer. That was not a good chance. What an incredible assist. A clever fake. Cut down. 4. That's just way too easy. Four, 3, 2, 1. No hesitation for that shot. What a performance from the home team. I'll see you next time. The players are warming up. This will be a fun game to watch. This is Kendrick Perkins, and you're playing Dunk City Dynasty. Tip-off is next. To the paint. Oh, no. I don't want to see that miss again. Sets a solid screen. A wide open three. Murray knocks down the three. Just denies the shot. The defender is shaking off on that one. A wide open shot. Basket goes in for Murray. Blows by the D. A clever fake. Running the pick and roll. Westbrook is just unstoppable. With a well-timed pick. Setting the pick. Leonard with the great anticipation. Fires away. The touch isn't quite there today. With the heavy slam. One scores with a dunk. Tight defense right there. That's a nice dish. Fakes the shot. Uncontested three-pointer. Westbrook. 3 points off the board. Force the opponent to stop. Rises up. One just casually drops it in. Create space with the crossover. Fakes it, didn't shoot, pump fakes. Russ stops and pops. And that's the final buzzer. And they come away with the W. Both teams are ready to go. The show will be underway soon. This is Kendrick Perkins, and I will be the commentator for today's game. Okay, now, the opening tip. And we're underway. Rodman setting a screen. A good look for three. Murray, what a beautiful three. That's some solid defense. A clever fake. That's a big body setting the pick. A 4-shot and miss. With a well-timed pick. Wide open for a three. Some tough luck there on the three. Rodman throws the hammer down. With a big-time block. An open mid-range. Secures the two-pointer. An open three on the way. Whew, missed an opportunity there. Rodman setting a screen. Rodman running the pick and roll. Fires away. Drains the three-pointer. Shoots with conviction. An off-balance shot, no good. A tough three-pointer. Better slow it down now. And that concludes our game. The players are making their entrance. I'm sure we're in for a great game. This is Kendrick Perkins, and you're playing Dunk City Dynasty. We'll start with a jump ball. Wins the opening tip. Rodman setting a pick. A wide open three. Murray. Defenders are gonna have a hard time now. Driving for a layup. Tatum lays it up and in. Open look. Basket goes in for Murray. Miller sets a solid screen, quickly takes it to the rim, buries it down low. No one was protecting the rim. Rodman setting a screen, a good look for three. Murray, that's just way too easy. Goes straight for a three-pointer. That's a bad shot. Setting a pick. Wade gets the seal. Uncontested three-pointer. Wade hits it. Defense needs to be better now. A chance to end the game. That's a deep three. It's too hard to make a shot from that distance. Sets a solid screen. The shot is contested. A missed attempt from three. No, with an effortless dunk. They've turned the tables. The defender cannot keep up. Wide open for a three, and that's the final buzzer. And there it is, a big win for them. Both teams are ready to go. This will be a fun game to watch. This is Kendrick Perkins, and I will be the commentator for today's game. Time for the tip-off. Gains the first possession. A successful contest by the defender. Not a smart play. Rodman, an explosive finish at the rim. Goes up for the layup, missed it. A difficult mid-range shot. Nice D on that play. An open three on the way. You should never leave Curry open like that. A big basket. They got the lead. Oh my goodness, what a move. Davis, that's a clean block. That shot was contested. The defense was all over that shot. Now that's what we call a brilliant pass. Step back and pops. The D was too tight on that shot. Fakes the shot. Pump fakes. Launches on top of defense. Defense was all over. Fakes it. Didn't shoot. Watch out for the dunk. Rodman with the rack attack. And they take the lead. Rodman with the block. Going for the dunk. James, an explosive finish at the rim. Great defense. Excellent pass. A failed drive attempt. Attacking the basket. Taylor lays it in. Now that's too easy. Rodman running the pick and roll. Doncic knocks down the three. The defender is shaking off on that one. Goes straight for a three-pointer. That was not a good chance. Create space with a step back. Oh, an unfortunate miss from downtown. Pump fakes with a rim-rattling dunk. Cannot shake off the defender. Davis with a well-timed pick. Rises up. Davis just casually drops it in. James sets a solid screen. Doncic hits him from the parking lot. Shoots with conviction. That's a bad shot. Wide open for a three. Curry with the triple. 3 more points for his team. The defender cannot keep up. Rodman with a well-timed pick. Setting the pick. A step-back shot. No good from the three-point line. A wide-open three. Curry doing what Curry does. Every possession matters now. Throws the hammer down. Uncontested three-pointer, not feeling it from beyond the arc. Pulls up from mid-range. Doncic. Shot is good. Davis running the pick and roll. Defense was all over. Cut down. Fires away. 4. The shot bounces off the rim. 2. And that concludes our game. What a performance from the home team. I'll see you next time. The players are warming up. I'm sure we're in for a great game. This is Kendrick Perkins, and I will be your commentator for today's game. We'll start with a jump ball. An open three on the way. Doncic hits it. Defense needs to be better now. A good look for three. Murray, what a beautiful three. The game is tied. Lays it up. Wayne makes an easy basket. Some tight defense here. Create space with the crossover. Rodman with the big rejection. Gets a good look. Hits it. Gasol with an effortless dunk. Wide open for a three. Some tough luck there on the three. Watch out for the dunk. Wade throws down a ferocious slam. A good look for three. Oh, an unfortunate miss from downtown. Doncic dancing with the ball. An open three on the way. No good from the three-point line. Oh my goodness, what a move. Uncontested three-pointer. Gasol drains the three-pointer. Goes up for the layup. Wade nails the two-pointer. A failed drive attempt. Murray takes a tough three over the defense. Better slow it down now. A wide open three. Defenders are gonna have a hard time now. We're back to even now. Blows by the D. Pulls up from mid-range. I can't believe that shot didn't go in. Fires away. 3 points off the board. Rodman with a hard strip. Shoots from way downtown. Doncic from way outside. I can't believe it. Can't step. The shot is contested with an amazing shot. A long-range three-pointer. You won't be making that shot every day. What an incredible assist. The defender is dropped. Shot clock winding down. Create space with the crossover. They just couldn't get a shot off in time. Open look. That's too far out. Murray, spectacular shooting performance. And we're all tied up. Gasol blocks the shot. A clever fake. A wide open three. The shot bounces off the rim. Tie game. It's anybody game right now. An open mid-range. Doncic sinks the basket. Great defense. Shoots from way downtown. Murray from way outside. I can't believe it. And they're back on top. Blows by the D. The defender is shaking off on that one. Doncic setting a screen with a well-timed pick. Cut down. 3. The touch isn't quite there today. 1. And that concludes our game. Congratulations. That was an exciting game from the start to finish. The players are making their entrance. The show will be underway soon. This is Kendrick Perkins, and you're playing Dunk City Dynasty. Okay, now, the opening tip. Wins the opening tip. Gasol sets a solid screen. A wide open shot. Gasol knocks it down. Wide open for a 3. Not feeling it from beyond the arc. Time is running out. Elevates. Rodman with a jaw-dropping dunk. It's a brand new ball game from now. Gasol running the pick and roll. Murray. That's just way too easy. Gets a good look. Hits it. Going for the dunk. Gasol scores with a dunk. Fakes the shot. A clever pass. A good look for 3. Woo. Missed an opportunity there. Gasol setting the pick. An open 3 on the way. Murray. What a beautiful 3. The defender cannot keep up. Oh my goodness, what a move. Fires away. Darcy stays high from the 3. Tatum with the steal. That's a deep 3. Tatum hits it from the parking lot. The game is tied. Uncontested 3-pointer. No good from the 3-point line. Elevates. Gasol with the rack attack. Pulls up from mid-range. Doncic knocks it down. And we're all tied up. Gasol setting a screen. Gasol setting a pick. Shot is good. Blows by the D. Doncic running the pick and roll. Shot clock about to expire. That's a nice dish, and it's a shot clock violation. Murray setting a screen. Just too quick for the defense. With a well-timed pick. Fires away. Murray hits it. Defense needs to be better now. Sensational move from Luka. Oh, great D. A tough three-pointer. That was not a good chance. With the heavy slam. Butler sets a solid screen. There's still time for miracles. Murray makes an easy basket. Open look. Secures the two-pointer. Some tight defense here. A good look for three. Drains the three-pointer. A long-range three-pointer. Doncic. Spectacular shooting performance. Tatum. Quick hands on that strip. That's some solid defense. Three. Wide open for a three. Some Luka magic on display right there. Time for the tip-off. And we're underway. Blue arrow out. Wow, that was way too easy. That's too far out. Murray from way outside. I can't believe it. Tie game, the pressure is on. Rodman setting the pick. Oh my goodness, what a move. Rodman setting a screen. Not much time left now. A tough shot. Nice D on that play. Rodman throws the hammer down. Cannot shake off the defender. A failed drive attempt. An open three on the way. That's just way too easy. Great defense. Doncic finds the open man, launches on top of defense, an off-balance shot, no good. Doncic sets a solid screen, a tough three-pointer. Shot clock winding down. The D was too tight on that shot. Shoots with conviction, cut down. A missed attempt from three. No, three, sends it away. And that's the final buzzer. What a performance from the home team. I'll see you next time. The players are warming up. I'm sure we're in for a great game. This is Kendrick Perkins, and I will be your commentator for today's game. Tip-off is next. A wide open shot, sinks the basket. Fakes it, didn't shoot. An open mid-range. Wade knocks it down. We're back to even now. Rodman with a well-timed pick. A wide-open three. The touch isn't quite there today. Shoots a fader. Leonard, shot is good. The defender cannot keep up. Shot clock about to expire. Create space with the crossover. Kind of forced that one. A forced shot and missed. The defender is shaking off on that one. Leonard with an effortless dunk. Now that's what we call a brilliant pass. Knocks down the three. Oh my goodness, what a move. Just takes the ball away. The shot is contested. Better slow it down now. Uncontested three-pointer. 3 points off the board. Another lead change in this heated game. Create space with the crossover. Wade just casually drops it in. It's a brand new ball game from now. Rodman running the pick and roll. Blows by the dick. Blocks the shot. Rodman just denies the shot. Blue arrow out. The floor is looking slippery out there. Not a good choice by Murray. A missed attempt from three. No. Goes straight for a three-pointer. That's a bad shot. Goes for a fadeaway. Leonard hits it. The defender is shaking off on that one. Launches on top of defense. Defense was all over. The defender cannot keep up. A contested shot. The defense was all over that shot. The defender is shaking off on that one. Sinks the basket. The game is tied. That's a slick move. Uncontested three-pointer. Wade. Defenders are gonna have a hard time now. We got ourselves a tight ball game. Bad shot selection right there. Not a smart play. Rodman with a well-timed pick. Time is running out. Murray hits it from the parking lot. The game is all tied up. Sets a solid screen. Oh my goodness, what a move. Create space with the crossover. Cut down. 4, 3, 2. Blows by the D. 1. Got it! And they win the game! The players are making their entrance. The show will be underway soon. This is Kendrick Perkins, and you're playing Dunk City Dynasty. Okay, now, the opening tip. Gains the first possession. A tough shot. Whoa, great D. Not much time left now. Davis with the big rejection. Great defense to force a shot clock violation. Some tight defense here. James setting a screen. The defender cannot keep up. The shot is contested. The D was too tight on that shot. With the rack attack. The defender cannot keep up. Launches on top of defense. An off-balance shot, no good. Shoots with conviction. That was not a good chance. Going for the dunk. Rodman, an explosive finish at the rim. Oh my goodness, what a move. Create space with the crossover. The defender is shaking off on that one. Excellent pass. With a big time block. Wide open for a three. Oh, an unfortunate miss from downtown. A tough three-pointer. The D was too tight on that shot. Cannot shake off the defender. Gets a good look. Murray secures the two-pointer. Rises up. James scores with a dunk. A good look for three. Wayne knocks down the three. Goes straight for a three-pointer. Defense was all over. Blue arrow out. He's so crafty with the ball. Shoots from way downtown. Murray. Spectacular shooting performance. Wade with the steal. The shot is contested. A missed attempt from three. No. Blows by the D. A tough three-pointer. That's a bad shot with a heavy slam. Wade setting the pick. They're leading by a large margin. Fires away. Murray hits it. Defense needs to be better now. King step. Shoots with conviction. James with a difficult three-point shot. Fakes the shot. Oh my goodness, what a move. A wide open three. The shot bounces off the rim. An open three on the way. Murray, what a beautiful three. Cut down. 4. Rodman. That's a clean block. The defender is shaking off on that one, and that concludes our game. And they've come away with the W. Both teams are ready to go. This will be a fun game to watch. This is Kendrick Perkins, and I will be your commentator for today's game. Time for the tip-off. Sends it away. Create space with the crossover. Fires one off. 3 points off the board. A wide open 3. Defenders are gonna have a hard time now, and we're all tied up. A wide open shot. Hits it. That's some solid defense. Watch out for the dunk. Levine with the posterizer. It's a brand new ball game from now. That's a quick release. Whew. Missed an opportunity there. Wide open for a 3. Drains the 3-pointer. Rises up. Gasol. Pure dominance on display right there. That's some solid defense. Open look. Sinks the basket. Pulls up from mid-range. Wade secures the 2-pointer. They can seal the deal right here. Wow, that was way too easy. Gets a good look off the mark on that one. And that's the final buzzer. Congratulations. That was an exciting game from the start to finish. The players are warming up. This will be a fun game to watch. This is Kendrick Perkins, and I will be the commentator for today's game. Tip-off is next. And we're underway. An open mid-range. Murray, shot is good. A fadeaway jumper. Better slow it down now. He's so crafty with the ball. A good look for three. Murray, that's just way too easy. Pulls up from mid-range. Missed it. Just too quick for the defense. That's a deep three. That's to be expected. Gets a good look. Basket goes in for Murray. Murray gets the seal. Blue arrow out. That's too far out. You won't be making that shot every day. Elevates. Rodman finishes with a commanding slam. The ball is stopped. Rodman with the great anticipation. Bad shot selection right there. Murray makes it over tight defense. Launches a quick shot. Hooks, knocks it down. Open look. A two-pointer. Won't go. That shot was contested. The defense was all over that shot. An open mid-range. Basket goes in for Murray. Deep. Goes straight for a three-pointer. Booker hits it despite being heavily guarded. Julio rises up for that block. I'm afraid time is not their friend right now. Murray buries it down low. No one was protecting the rim. Murray with a hard strip. A wide open shot. Basket goes in for Murray. No hesitation for that shot. Cut down. Whoa, great D. Three. Blue arrow out. One. Fires away. And that concludes our game. And there it is. A big win for them. The players are making their entrance. The show will be underway soon. This is Kendrick Perkins, and you're playing Dunk City Dynasty. We'll start with a jump ball. Gains the first possession. Kinda forced that one. A forced shot and missed. Attacking the basket, lays it in. Now that's too easy. Uncontested three-pointer, Murray. Defenders are gonna have a hard time now. That player gives them the lead. Quickly takes it to the rim, nails the two-pointer. A big basket, they got the lead. An open three on the way, Murray hits it. Defense needs to be better now, and they take the lead. The defender is dropped, gets a good look, sinks the basket. We're back to even now. Fires away. Not feeling it from beyond the arc. Open look. Lane secures the two-pointer. A clever pass. A good look for three. Murray drains the three-pointer. Another lead change in this heated game. An open mid-range. Shot is good. That player gives them the lead. With the block. A wide open shot. Knocks it down. Blue arrow out. That's a slick move. A long-range three-pointer. Murray hits it from the parking lot. We're back to even now. A difficult mid-range shot. Sinks it in. How did that one go in? A wide open three. Murray. What a beautiful three. Another lead change in this heated game. Watch out for the dunk. Throws the hammer down. And they take the lead. Wide open for a three. Some tough luck there on the three. What an incredible assist. Every possession matters now. Murray knocks down the three. They pull one back. The floor is looking slippery out there. Pulls up from mid-range, hits it. We got ourselves a tie. Cut down. 4, 3. Murray lays it up and in. 3, 2. Uncontested three-pointer. That's just way too easy. They got the lead. What a game. And this one is in the books. This is a learning experience. I'm sure they'll come back stronger next time. Both teams are ready to go. I'm sure we're in for a great game. I'm Perkins, and the game is brought to you by Meebo TV. Time for the tip-off. Wins the opening tip. The defender is dropped. To the paint, Westbrook is just unstoppable. From right under the basket, too soft on the shot.